got me shining like a perfect diamond. You think you know me, baby, you got me lonely. You think you know me, baby, let's take it easy, kick it like it's messy. Let's take it easy, kick it like it's messy. Let's take it easy, kick it like it's messy. Is it enough? Do you try? Call me all the time, that's a perfect time. You got me shining like a perfect diamond. Call me all the time, that's a walking around the city with my eyes closed. What you in for, baby? What's your info? Walking around the city with my eyes closed. What you in for, baby? What's your info? I got the mojo, I got the mojo, yeah, yeah. I got the mojo, I got the mojo, I got the mojo, yeah, yeah. I got the mojo, I got the mojo. Call me all the time, that's a perfect timing. She got me shining like a homie. Hey, you got me lonely. Yeah, you think you know me. Hey, is it a lie? Yeah, do you try it? Celebrate it till you either you broke, either you wealthy. Let's take it easy, kick it like it's messy. Walking around the city with my eyes closed. What you in for, baby? What's your info? Walking around the city with my eyes closed. What you in for, baby? What's your info? I got the mojo, I got the mojo. Walking around the city with my eyes closed. What you in for, baby? What's your info? I got the mojo, I got the mojo. Walking around the city with my eyes closed. What you in for, baby? What's your info? Call me all the time, that's a perfect timing. She got me shining like a perfect diamond. Call me all the time, that's a perfect timing. She got me shining like a perfect diamond. What you in for, baby? What's your info? Walking around the city with my eyes closed. What you in for, baby? What's your info? Walking around the city with my eyes closed. What you in for, baby? What's your info? I got the mojo, I got the mojo, hey, hey. I got the mojo, I got the mojo, I got the mojo. Baby, don't hesitate, I wanna hesitate. Baby, What you in for, baby? What's your info? Walking around the city with my eyes closed. What you in for, baby? What's your info? Walking around the city with my eyes closed. What you in for, baby? What's your info? I got the mojo, I got the mojo. Hey, hey, I got the mojo, I got the mojo, I got the mojo. Baby, don't hesitate, I will not hesitate. Baby, don't hesitate. Call me all the time, that's a perfect timing. You got me shining like a perfect diamond. Call me all the time, that's a perfect timing. You got me shining like a perfect diamond. You think you know me, baby, you got me lonely. You think you know me, baby, let's take it easy, kick it like it's messy. Let's take it easy, kick it like it's messy. Let's take it easy, kick it like it's messy. Is it enough, babe? Do you try? Call me all the time, that's a perfect time. You got me shining like a perfect diamond. Call me all the time, that's a walking around the city with my eyes closed. What you in for, baby? What's your info? Walking around the city with my eyes closed. What you in for, baby? What's your info? I got the mojo, I got the mojo. Hey, hey, I got the mojo, I got the mojo, I got the mojo. Hey, hey, I got the mojo, I got the mojo. Call me all the time, that's a perfect timing. You got me shining like a homie. Hey, you got me lonely. Yeah, you think you know me. Hey, is it enough? Yeah, do you try it? Celebrate it till you best.
What the hell are you doing?
Let's take it easy, kick it like
Jesus Christ!
the city with my eyes closed. What you in
Yikes!
for, baby?
He's messed my whole setup up.
Walking around the city with
What is this?
what you in for, baby? What's your info?
The podcast has started?
Mojo, I got the mojo.
Guys, the podcast has started.
City with my eyes closed. What you
What
in for, baby? What's
The
your
bear started the podcast without me, guys. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Walking
Holy
around the
shit.
city with my eyes closed.
Holy motherfucking shit.
For, baby, what's your
Oh,
info?
what's a guy to do?
That's a perfect timing.
It is a tune.
Got me shining like a perfect
It is a tune. Clearly the bear likes it. Wow.
That's a perfect timing.
Wow.
Got me shining like a perfect timing.
What on earth was that? Do we want another play? No, I think we've had enough, guys. Wow. Yikes. Holy shit. I literally, I'm going around a place just like cleaning up messes. I take 1 week off, guys. I take 1 motherfucking week off. And the YouTube bear takes over. The YouTube bear takes over, guys. I get back here. I've spent a week away. And, well, the YouTube bear, he opened the Raptor pen, guys. He opened it. The Raptor pen is open. All the streamers got out. They all they all escaped. We had them all trapped and enclosed in there, and they got out. They're out now. They've made their getaway. We've got no streamers in the Raptor pen. He's let them out. Oh, let's catch up on chat. Don't worry, guys. We've still got a podcast to get through. I'm just letting you know, like, we've got quite a mess to clean up. Care Bear Stare, how are you? Cheers. And wow, look at you. Thank you for the bits, girl. Holy shit. Thank you. Thank you so much. All of the hype for giving 4 like to the bear. I know, maybe the bear shows up later. I yeeted him pretty hard though. You might call him a yeeted bear. What could that possibly mean? We'll find out at some stage, I'm sure. You miss me? Well, I'm here. I'm here now. I realize that I'm not answering that question when you've asked it, but I am here. So, you know, PogChamp, PogChamp, guys. Um, where am I? I'm here. Yes, yeah, agree, it's a tune. And we're all caught up. Oh, aside from lovable Lopil. Lopil? Anyway, you followed like 4 minutes ago while the bear was running the show. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. And guys, welcome to Raptor Pen Podcast number 15. We're up to number 15. That's absolutely fucking crazy. Yeah, look, I've missed you guys is the first thing that I wanted to say before we actually get started. I was on an island in the middle of, well, the Great Barrier Reef. I had, there we go. Now you can actually see my face. That's crazy. YouTube Bear, you don't even know how to stream. Stick to uploading videos, man. Damn. He didn't even have the he didn't even have the face light on. But yeah, as I was on an island in the middle of the Great Barrier Reef. What was I doing? I was snorkeling. I befriended a turtle. I got up to all sorts of fun and mischief. The funny thing was, I managed to do all of that without an internet connection. Absolutely, like, I don't know, minimal internet connection the whole time I was there. Enough to maybe make a couple of uploads to Snapchat and Insta, and that's about it. That is literally about it, guys. But hey, I'm back. I'm home. The reign of the terrible YouTube bear is over. We're living large. We're having a damn good time. And boy, didn't a lot of shit go down. Didn't a lot of shit go down while I was away. I've been doing some reading. A lot of reading over the past 24 hours since I got home. People have really kept me on my toes. There's been a lot happening, and what is this? Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Like, I keep my phone on silent, but for the most part, I can see my. Oh, it looks like it could be a prank call. It could be really important. Should I answer it, or should I just let it? Guys, I'm sorry to do this. I'm gonna take the call. Sorry. You've reached Coop. Okay. Really? Well, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm in the middle of something right now. Could he? No, he wants. Okay, guys, it's like I can't. Okay, yes, okay, thank you. Hello, Mr. President. I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting this phone call. I don't even know how you have my number right now. It's not something that's readily available. So I just want to make sure you've actually called the right person, because this is very, very strange. My name's Coop Velociraptor. I am a Twitch streamer. I play video games. I don't know what possible reason you could have for. You're okay. So the Bleak Falls Barrow puzzle. Okay. Well, sir. No, sir. No. If you keep on pulling the lever, you're just going to keep on getting shot with arrows. You need to not do that. Okay, read. No. Mr. President, I am certain. Why else have you called me? Okay, excellent. Okay, need you to trust me on this. All right, read the inscriptions on the wall. There's some symbols, okay? Yep, great. Snake, okay. Snake. Yep. So snake and dolphin. Yep. No, but yes, you're right. There are three things you need to actually turn. But okay, and there's two on the wall. There's one on the ground, Mr. President. So what's the second one? The second one should be on the ground, sir. That's a snake. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Okay. Yep. So snake, dolphin. Put that in. And then pull the lever. The door's open. Yep. Okay, good. Good. All right. So, hey, actually, while I've got you on the phone, Mr. President, and just, I'll stay on for as long as you'd need me, I guess. Like I was trying to say before, I am in the middle of something right now. But hey, I actually have a quick question, because I was going to, I actually host a podcast, sir, and I was going to be talking about you banning TikTok today, I think. I mean, like, it's Sunday my time. I'm in Australia. So you were banning TikTok, sir. Oh, you're not anymore. Oh, well, that's news. Uh-huh. Oracle and Walmart. I see. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, that's fucking weird. Oh, excuse my French, Mr. President. Uh, yeah, okay. All right. All right. Well, thank you for filling me in on that because we were literally launching into that on our podcast today. So thank you so much for the update, sir. I really appreciate it. Um, okay, where are you at? Where are you at in the dungeon? Oh, okay, good. You've killed the spider. No, Mr. President. Sorry. Arvel the Swift is not a Mexican. No, he's an elf. Yeah, you do still need to chase him and kill him. Yeah, absolutely. I just didn't want you to get that confused, sir. Um, well, I don't think you need to build a wall to keep him out. I think you just, well, like I said, sir, he's not Mexican, he's an elf. Okay, you want to keep the elves out of Skyrim? I, okay, I gotcha. Look, so how far are you into the game, sir? Uh huh. Okay, well, when it comes to yeah deciding which side you're going to join in the Civil War quest line, I would highly recommend you go with the Stormcloaks. No reason. No, I just feel like you and Ulfric would get along, sir. All right. Yeah, yeah. So, yes, I have actually done this dungeon before. I know what I'm talking about. Just catch Arvel the Swift, kill him, get the Golden Claw, go through the door, kill the. Oh, you found the. No, sir, they're not Mexicans either. They're Draugr. They're undead people. There's no Mexicans in this game, sir. Okay, I appreciate that. Yes, I have done this dungeon before. I assume you knew that because that'd be why you've called me. Well, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Um, well, yeah, I actually have recently done a video on this very same dungeon. If you go to my YouTube, and you can no YouTube, sir, not RedTube. No, I don't have a channel on RedTube. YouTube, sir. Yeah, yeah. Feel free to subscribe and like that video if you want to. Okay. Well, Mr. President, it really has been an honor. Thank you so much for your phone call, and thank you so much for that intel on the TikTok situation. I really appreciate that. I'm going to let you go, sir. And hey, good luck. Getting that dragon stone. All right. Yes, of course. God bless America. I'm Australian though, so hey, good for you. Anyway, thank you, man. Bye, guys. That was fucking weird. That did that just happen? Is Sistatets. Sistatets. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Did you all catch that? Oh, I got so much to unpack right now. Holy shit. So that was POTUS, Mr. Donald J. Trump himself, looking for some instructions on getting through Bleak Falls Barrow. How do I unpack that? Well, okay, guys. I mean, that just happened. That is what it is. Get on a branch. How you doing, my guy? You just caught the back end of that, I think. Holy shit. Okay. So, well, look, he got information from me. I actually got some information from him, and it's weird. It's weird that he divulged that because we were going into this very thing. So, I was going to talk about this later on in the podcast. I think I'll talk about it now, guys. We've talked about this previously in the Raptor pen. The the president of the United States has been waging a war on TikTok. Reasons being, it's supposedly a Chinese-owned app. Now, TikTok, I need not tell you guys what TikTok is or, anything like that. You know what it is. Widely popular. A lot of, online influencers who have made well, just a massive name for themselves on this app. Now, there has been what I would call an unfounded concern around data security on the app. Particularly in Australia and the United States, a lot of that's got to do with diplomatic tensions between us and China, I guess is how you'd put that. But the gentleman I was just talking with on the phone, Mr. Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States. Sorry, I'm really just coming to grips with that. He was actually putting in place a ban of the TikTok app on all American app stores, effective from, well, pretty much like tonight, depending on where you are and what time zone you are in. For me, it would have been tonight that it happened. But yeah, yeah, it could have been like a completely different time if you're watching this on YouTube and we're not live or whatever. If you're watching this live, then yeah, damn. So anyway, he's just filled me in. Turns out, and sorry, I'm just processing this myself. Oracle, two separate companies are in the process of buying into TikTok. Now, TikTok is restructuring, is restructuring, and they're becoming a multinational company by the name of TikTok Global. And so, Oracle and Walmart, guys, Oracle and Walmart are buying substantial stakes in TikTok Global. So, yeah, that's a deal that looks like it's going through. And the president's just informed me, based on that, he's going to hold off on, following through with the ban, to see if and slash, make sure that deal goes through. But he's provided his blessing to the purchase. So, I mean, I don't know what that all means. I don't know how these things work, much less in America. But it sounds like the Donster's happy with it, guys. So maybe TikTok has been saved, maybe it hasn't. And by all things, Oracle and Walmart. Oracle, I get. Oracle are like a data services tech company. So for Oracle to buy into TikTok makes a lot of sense. Walmart, no, not so much. I'm not gonna lie. What do you do with that? I'm really not too sure. Maybe it just reaffirms some concerns that we had outlined on South Park a little while ago, wherein Walmart were looking at taking over the world. So maybe that's just coming to fruition. Yikes. Walmart are taking over the world, and it starts with not only opening up a store in your local town, no, they're also buying into TikTok Global. So watch that space. I'm sure the likes of Addison Rae, etc., are all very happy. Just to clarify the implications of the ban. So it was actually impossible for the ban to take effect if you already had the app downloaded. But what it did actually prevent was future updates to the app, or new releases or patches or anything like that. So eventually the the app would have died, I guess, because it just wasn't going to be able to receive its ongoing support that it needed to continue to run, fix bugs, everything like that. And when I say die, I of course mean this was only ever going to be a situation in the United States for the time being. Anyway, who knows? Maybe Scotty from marketing in Australia had something in store. And as we know, of course, our guys in India had already effected a ban on the app. So let's see what happens in that space, guys. But for the meantime, the ban has been abstained. There is no ban on TikTok in the immediate future, and it looks like the company is moving to become a more American-owned company. So make of that what you will. Really, it does fold into a lot of stories we've seen coming out in amongst all of this drama. Particularly the original founder of and original developer of the app. He that dude. He's Chinese born gentleman, but he lives in America, and I don't know, it's really weird. And before anyone starts, no, he wasn't spying or anything like that. He just wanted to make an app, develop something, start a company, do pretty much just be a Mark Zuckerberg type. And well, is it wrong for anyone to want that? I'll let you guys be the judge. I don't see anything wrong with it though. So, GG to that guy. He's Zuckerberged it. He's got some big players buying into his company, and it looks like for the time being they're out of the woods in terms of the ban. So, GG TikTok, you're still alive, and bless you. boy, what an update to get from the president himself. Guys, anyone else think that that's weird? I think that's weird. I don't really want to like. You probably heard a lot of that conversation. I should have muted myself. It. I mean, it was probably what you would expect, but still, oh, some pretty uncomfortable questions from the guy. But anyway, let's push on with the podcast, gang. That covers off the first topic. I'd be keen to know in chat, or if you're watching this on YouTube, in comments what your thoughts are on TikTok. Are you on TikTok? Do you think that maybe there is some truth in there being a problem with it being a Chinese company? Do you think that they're selling your data, disclosing all of your personal information to someone else? Yeah, let me know what you think. But look, something that just came to mind as I said that out loud is how ridiculous that thought is. It really ties into a lot of what folks have been talking about with the the COVID vaccine and everything that's been going on with that. The funny thing is there are plenty of American apps out there that are doing that already. Collecting your personal information, listening to your your conversations, and doing pretty much what they would like with all of that data. So, I mean, yes, thank you for the hype in chat. I thought I was just giving you guys a bit of a hot take saying that, but I'm glad to I'm glad to see that someone agrees with me on it. So yeah, like pretty much your cell phone and all your devices already do spy on you. Yeah, it's just I mean maybe you could say that that well. Can you say that that information is currently just being used by private entities and corporations to stalk you, that way and push their shit on you, maybe? I'm not, yeah, maybe you can say that. Undoubtedly, the NSA are probably using it too. Let's be real about that. But so, if you've got a problem with TikTok, and I'm not here to defend TikTok. I'm not even fucking on TikTok, guys. I'm just saying, if you've got that problem with TikTok, go ahead and delete Facebook and Twitter and, Twitch. Like, delete everything off your phone because they all do the exact same fucking thing that you've got a problem with TikTok for doing. So, don't at me. That's legit what's happening already. Anyway, as I said, guys, a lot has happened through the week. Did I miss it? Well, no, I didn't miss it. I just didn't catch it all live. I had to catch up on everything. So, fortunately, a lot of other people have covered this. I've been able to fact check and everything like that. Now, what am I talking about? Well, the PlayStation 5 has finally officially been, I suppose, announced, so to speak. We've got all the details. Sony have, given us all of the deets that we've been speculating on, prices, launch date, everything like that. Is it amazing? Of course it fucking is. It's the most legendary thing you've ever seen. And, there's a lot of I told you so's coming from me because while we have been, covering this on the podcast, and, if you're binge watching this, you can totally back me up on this on YouTube, right? I have been saying that these things would be coming. I've been saying, all of these different features, these differences in release and, pricing and everything like that. In a lot of ways, I've been right about things. In a lot of other ways, my expectations have been exceeded, which just makes me so fucking hyped for what's about to come, guys. This is truly, truly remarkable. What am I talking about? Okay, so if you've been living under a rock, or like me, you've been on an island with no internet connection all week, let me fill you in. So Sony gave us some product information, we'll call it. They did a huge deal, went through more trailers for their exclusives. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, what I really want to cover here right now is the console. So we officially now know that Sony in November will be providing us with two different releases of the PlayStation 5. Similar to what Microsoft had announced with the two releases of the next Xbox. The Xbox Series S, which is like your budget model, I guess you'd call it, and the Xbox Series X. Now, was it a good idea or was it a bad idea for me to cover this information by myself today? I guess time will tell, but of course I'm going to be so fucking biased on this. So, as always, guys, like check this stuff before you purchase. There are differences in what machine is going to meet your needs and everything like that. But what I really want to get across today is this. PlayStation have really taken the cake, with their product, what they're releasing, and what it can do. They've really just set themselves apart in a lot of ways that I knew they were going to, and in some ways where it's just like. So let's I'll cover off what I knew about in a little bit, but let's cover off the new information or the new details and everything like that. So. First of all, let's look at the console. So you've got the full-blown PlayStation 5. It's a gorgeous machine. It has a disc drive. It has really just a lot going for it, guys. And it comes in. I just want to check the conversion on the price here before I actually give you this information because, well, frankly, it could be anything. It could be anything. So this is the American price here. And so it comes in at about 800 Australian dollars for the full-blown PlayStation 5 with a disc drive. Now, they have offered a cheaper model. As I said, similar in approach to the Xbox Series S, except it is blow for blow the same console as the disc drive PlayStation 5 without a disc drive. It's a pure digital console, something we've been talking about before. And it's just the PlayStation 5 digital. And it comes in at, about 600-700 Australian dollars at release, which is phenomenal, actually. Much cheaper than what you would expect for a console that's got all of the same hardware going on in it. It just doesn't have a disc drive. It's blow for blow, not even joking, guys, the exact same thing. It's just, you download all of your games onto the hard drive, which is similar to what a lot of console gamers do now anyway. So, why does that matter? Why is that different to Xbox? Well, we've covered this in probably two previous podcasts ago, I would say. So, Raptor Pen 12 or 13. We went over the Xbox Series S specs and, well, what you get for what you pay, which is a cheaper price. It's about 500 Australian dollars for an Xbox Series S at launch in November. You effectively get a PlayStation 4 Pro that plays next gen Xbox titles. That's pretty much what you're getting with the Xbox Series S. It's really everything's more or less. It still runs really well. Don't get me wrong. But everything's more or less really compromised in what you're getting compared to if you were to get, say, an Xbox Series X, which is the Big Bertha, the console that you get for next gen. Let's be honest about that, guys. Based on what we know now about the Xbox Series S, yes, it provides access to folks that wouldn't normally buy video game consoles, particularly at launch. But what are you actually getting? It's very much a budget console. There's a lot of things that you miss out on. Also, just quickly, Wavershmo, hey, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Really appreciate that love, my guy. So, as I was saying, guys, the other thing that we've learned is, a little bit of an update on just the SSD if nothing else. So previously we've covered when we've been comparing the specs on these consoles, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. So the big bertha, the gold class, Xbox next gen console. Well, the the Xbox actually boasts a larger internal memory, or an SSD, like size wise. So you'll get a terabyte with the Xbox, whereas you'll get 868 gigabytes with the PlayStation 5. So, at at a glance, when you look at it, you would prefer the Xbox, right, over the PlayStation, because the Xbox boasts more memory. Sure. Look, honestly, even a terabyte isn't enough. If you're buying either of these two consoles, you're going to need to go and pick up an external hard drive, or reuse one that you previously had for your existing console. That's just a fact and reality of life. Even if you're buying disc copies of games, the patches that we get on games these days, they're way too fucking big. You're going to need to buy an external hard drive, and that is just life, guys. You've heard the news. So if you think that it's a perk to have a slightly bigger hard drive, don't put too much stoke in that. Here's what you should put stoke on. The 868 gigabyte SSD, it's actually a custom drive that Sony have put together for us. And its performance speed is just ridiculous. I should have I need to choreograph a dance to get across to you how fucking crazy the performance speed on this thing is. And Sesu Tudwa. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Y'all can see that up there, I'm sure. If you're watching this on YouTube, you think I'm going crazy. But yeah, as I was saying, 5.56 gigabytes. Uncompressed data. Now, that is more than double what the Xbox Series X will give you. Now, what the Xbox Series X will give you is actually hella impressive. Like absolutely amazing load speeds on that. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to rubbish that. But yeah, you're getting double that, 5.56 gigabytes uncompressed. Yeah, well, this is new information, dude. So, 5.56 uncompressed and nearly 10 compressed. Nearly 10 gigabytes compressed. That's what that effectively means is when you go to play a game on this console, you're literally just going to be playing it. There's going to be no load time. Now, that is actually better performance than what way better performance than what you'll even get out of a current top tech PC. This shit is just it's got a lot of tech heads going wild, and it's just got my mind just fucked. It's absolutely crazy, guys. Seriously, nobody has seen this level of speed in console load since cartridges. To be honest with you, back when you put a cartridge in and then the game was just on, it loaded, okay? But that's something that we took for granted back then. And then because games improved in resolution and, what they could do, and developers started packing more and more in, we got load times, and we kind of just accepted that because, games were getting better. Sony have all of a sudden just changed that with what they've done with this custom SSD. The thing's a freak. Feel free, I need provide you guys with no links. Feel free to go and do your research on that if you want to learn more. It's absolutely nuts, and like I said, a lot of people have covered it. So huge one up. As I said, you still have less internal memory in the PlayStation. I don't want to take that away from the Xbox, but only slightly less, and you're going to need to get an external hard drive anyway for this thing. And on top of that, you get a console that loads everything twice as fast. Now, what would I compare that to? I would compare that to the old, no, it's actually not all that comparable when I really think about it. I was going to say I would compare that to, the Sega Genesis compared to, the Nintendo console, right? But yeah, no, it's not even that close. That, the Genesis was definitely the console with the better hardware, could load things at a higher resolution and everything like that. It never like doubled the Nintendo though. It maybe beat it by a third or two thirds. Never completely doubled its performance. So huge development on that, and really for the price that you get the digital PlayStation 5, so the without the disc drive, that makes it hella accessible. Don't forget, guys. At the start of this year, we were expecting to, be looking at, $1,000 for the top of the line console. 800 for, the access level models. Whatever they were going to look at. So gamers have won, no matter what you go with in terms of the PlayStation or the Xbox. You're actually better off with what these companies have done. And to be honest with you, it really plays into what I'm about to start talking about, and that is their live services. The pricing on the consoles really does just support a theory that I've been conveying for a while now, that console gaming is, and just gaming in general, is certainly by and large pushing towards a service model. There've been a lot of games that have come out, and they've definitely tried to force this whole gaming as a service model on us, and there's been a lot of backlash for that in a lot of cases. Don't get me wrong. The problem with that is, of course, that's because gamers pay AAA prices for these games, and then they're often like an ongoing service and everything like that. So it's one thing for gaming as a service to be provided, in a game, and just that game, and there's a lot of intricacies to that and reasons why that's a problem. But definitely, it looks like Microsoft and Sony have really taken to that approach, and maybe we have the same problems with it, maybe we don't. You could argue that we've been headed down that road for a while now, with obviously paid Xbox Live and paid PlayStation Plus. So you're paying you're paying a service, an ongoing subscription, just to play online with your friends. You could argue that that's just been a problem for a while, but look, it certainly seems to me like with the implementation of the Microsoft Game Pass, and what I'm about to start talking to you guys about in a few minutes, they're definitely, at a phase now where they realize, well, if we actually, provide this as more of a service and less as a product, one, we're going to make more money, and two, there's probably going to be more, satisfaction in our market. Maybe. I don't know. Time will tell. A lot of people really like the Microsoft Game Pass, though, don't they? You'd be silly not to, if you're on PC or if you're on an Xbox, not to pick it up and have access to those games. And here we go. And I told you so moment has arisen here, guys. I have been saying for the longest time now, I've been saying that with the PlayStation 5, Sony would release their own copy of Microsoft Game Pass. They would either completely overhaul and just, rebrand what we already have with PlayStation Plus. This is what I've been telling you guys. Feel free to go back and watch prior editions of this podcast to fact check me. I know I've said this. But as I was saying, so they would either do that, or they would just overhaul PlayStation Plus and say, okay, well, now PlayStation Plus does this. So before I go into the big deal, the big announcement that's come out this week, I want to tell you what PlayStation Plus currently is, because it does differ substantially to what you enjoy with the Microsoft Game Pass. So PlayStation Plus, you pay, I don't know, like $10 a month or something. Don't quote me on that. seriously don't remember. But yeah, you pay a monthly amount, or you can pay it yearly and it's cheaper, everything like that. It's a subscription service, and what it allows you to do is play most titles online in multiplayer with your friends, and you get access to X number of free games a month, and they change each month. You can add them to your library and download them later, or you can download them and play them now. An example might be Fall Guys was a PlayStation Plus game of the month. Got released to PlayStation gamers who were on PlayStation Plus pretty much at launch. It was terrific, and a smart move at that time. So that's how that currently works. Why does that differ to Xbox Game Pass? Well, what Game Pass became was more or less like a Netflix for Microsoft games. So you pay the same subscription or whatever, and then you could just go in and download any of the games in the Microsoft library, in the Game Pass library, and there they were for you. So you could do that. You could enjoy that. And yeah, a lot of people love it. Think about it. You've got access to like all of the Halo titles. All of those other, the Forza titles, new games that are developed, under that banner. Those would all be, available there and everything like that. And as part of their upcoming, launch announcements and everything like that, all of the exclusive titles that Microsoft are rolling out with the Xbox Series S and X, all of those exclusive titles are automatically on the Game Pass in that iteration. Vicarthan, hey, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Oh, guys, nothing nicer than a Sunday beer. But so where we get to with PlayStation is this: they've done it. They've pulled that trigger. When you buy a PlayStation 5, yeah, of course I say when, you get access to PlayStation Plus, and that's just a thing that you get anyway, right? But no, it's going to be this updated iteration of PlayStation Plus, wherein you'll have access through that once you pay the subscription or whatever it is, to all of Sony's current exclusive titles. Think about the Crash Bandicoot library, Ratchet and Clank, God of War, like all of Spider-Man, all of those Sony exclusive titles, those games that really they've been smashing it out of the park with for eons. That's what you're going to get as part of your PlayStation Plus subscription. So, as a guy on PlayStation Plus on the PlayStation 4 currently, that obviously gets me hella excited. I've been enjoying the titles that have been coming out this year as free games on PlayStation Plus, but I definitely would prefer to just have complete access to just all of those Sony exclusives. And Sony have made a lot of moves to secure a lot of third-party games as exclusives on their platform. So there is, a huge potential for Sony to actually have those titles also available through, PlayStation Plus store. Why do I suspect that? Well, we'll go into the other story in a little bit, but the key reason is this. This year in particular, and I mean, maybe even last year too, but this year in particular, we've had almost like crazy exclusive access to 2K and EA and Activision titles as free games through PlayStation Plus. So yeah, I don't know if you really think about it. Like aside from a few indie titles and whatnot that have popped up on there too, you've had NBA 2K20 showed up as a free game a couple of months ago. You had Call of Duty World War II showed up. EA's Star Wars Battlefront 2 showed up. The Sims 4 showed up. Let's see. The Bioshock collection showed up. I could keep going. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the campaign remastered, that showed up for free on PlayStation Plus as a monthly free title. So yeah, if they're coming to these arrangements with these games that are clearly targeted from, as I said, the likes of 2K, Activision, and EA. Yeah, I suspect maybe there's going to be more of that. Yeah, with this next iteration of PlayStation Plus on the PlayStation 5. And I don't see 2K and EA and Activision balking too much at that prospect because they already know that these games in particular, but their games in general, profit more from the in-game transactions. So, as I said, if everybody's moving more into this gaming as a service deal, guys, I would say that we're going to find ourselves in a situation where these AAA developers do just have their titles free on the likes of Game Pass and PlayStation Plus, and yeah, where they actually make their money, I guess, will be on the in-game stuff. And whether we like that or we hate it, yeah, I guess maybe that is a viable business approach for them. It goes without saying, EA. Yeah, I know, I know. I'm not happy about it either, obviously. But yeah, as I was about to say, EA, looking at you, Activision, looking at you. Look, we get it. You love microtransactions, you love loot boxes, all of that fucking shit. You're never gonna stop doing them. You make way too much money off the likes of FIFA, Ultimate Team. I get it, really, I do. But hey, look, just yeah, see, don't have microtransactions that actually impact gameplay or your ability to win. Take a leaf out of Epic's book, and just make that shit cosmetic. That's all you need to do. Look at how much Epic make out of Fortnite, and people never complained about it really. It doesn't break the game. It just means, well, look, somebody shelled some money into the game, and they've got a different skin or a different looking glider or whatever. Doesn't perform any differently. It just looks cool. I'm about that. I prefer none of that shit was in there. I'd rather you earn those things in game, and I guess you can, but it's not the same. But you know what? Obviously, the ship has sailed, guys. So if this is all I can ask, then this is all I can ask. I'm not going to get too greedy. I'm just going to say, yeah, guys, look, if you're going to have microtransactions, make it cosmetic. And yeah, of course, the official news still is on an upcoming EA release and an upcoming Star Wars game, which is obviously going to just have all kinds of scrutiny put on it, given the past with Battlefront 2. Yeah, with that, the official news and the official announcement is there is going to be in-game microtransactions, but it's all going to be purely cosmetic. So reason why I rehash that is, yeah, I know that, but look, I just really want that to stay true because that actually looks like a good upcoming game that I might actually enjoy playing if it isn't destroyed by greediness. And how many games can you say that about, guys? Honestly. Ah, okay. COVID. Okay, be like that. Swifty, calm down. Honestly, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Drink, drink, drunk. Dabs, has somebody followed? No, I haven't had any. Someone's gonna have to follow or something. Care Bear Stare. Thank you. There you go. Thank you so much for the bits. Look at you go. But yeah, yikes. This is crazy, guys. I go away for 1 week and this information all just gets dropped on me. What I'm enjoying about right now, though, is I get to just funnel PlayStation down all of your throats, and I've got nobody here to oppose me at this very moment. So this is fun. I'm actually thoroughly enjoying this. Holy shit! So of course, while we're talking about PlayStation exclusives, and I mentioned God of War before, we got a trailer. We got a teaser trailer for an upcoming God of War game. Maybe we should have been expecting it. I certainly wasn't. Was any, let me know if you were and you knew about this. But this actually looks crazy cool. So it's playing further into a different mythology. I think the devs realize that they've really beaten the Greek thing to death, and that saddens me because, well, I really like Greek mythology. What I find interesting though is, and I'm not spoiling anything, I don't think. In the new God of War game, well, the newer title, it's just a reboot called God of War on the current gen. Yeah, it does go into like a whole different type of mythology with like the Vikings and the Celtics and all that sort of shit. And that stuff is vibing, and that seems to be where games are going at the moment, is towards that mythology. Obviously, we've got Assassin's Creed Valhalla coming out later this year, really tying into that Viking deal. Previously Ubisoft had covered the Greek stuff with Odyssey, amazing game. Valhalla, no doubt, will be pretty fun too. But yeah, here we have God of War, really just taking to that, and yeah, I think it's going to be a great time watching, or well, not even watching, but playing as Kratos, taking on yeah, those Vikings and all those clowns. It's going to be a damn good time. Will his son play into it again? We'll find out, I guess. But yeah, hey, excellent X Clara. Excellent X Clara. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Appreciate you. Damn, I have to keep a close eye on the follow account, guys. I might be in some trouble. Okay, we're still good. Still good. Oh, boy. So those of you new to the channel, every time we hit a new, like the 100 follower milestone, I actually have to chug a beer. Isn't that weird? But don't get the wrong idea, guys. I'm drinking, not drunk. Yeah, you'll never catch me intoxicated on stream again. Yeah, we're obviously very sensible. It's obviously Sunday afternoon here. We're just having ourselves some wicked fun, and I'm enjoying, yeah, just a couple of sneaky beers. And there's nothing wrong with that as long as you drink responsibly, goes without saying. So, yeah, as I was saying, that's an exclusive title that I'm very, very excited about, guys, is, yeah, the God of War game that we got the teaser for. So it's called Ragnarok. I feel like the word Ragnarok has really been beat to death over the past couple of years. What was it? It was a map in Ark Survival Evolved. If you ever play that game, you know what I'm talking about. It was the tagline to the Thor movie. I get that it ties into that mythology, and maybe something that we can look forward to is Kratos, squaring down with Thor and Loki and those dudes. Maybe we'll see. Odin, maybe even he squared off with Zeus and Ares and all those guys. So yeah, why not? Why not? That'd be vibing. Get Kratos with his mad swords, be Kratos fighting Thor with Mjolnir, and that actually sounds like a pretty cool game. And you know what? There's going to be less money hungriness in that title than what we get, if you try to play as Thor on the Marvel Avengers game on PlayStation. But hey, what do I know about that? Yikes. Yeah, obviously I was unimpressed with that title, guys. Yeah, I think what they had there was absolutely excellent. I know a lot of people are enjoying that game, but yeah, what bothers me with Marvel's Avengers, I'm just going to sit here and say it, is just how money hungry it is. You have to buy your way into getting the full experience out of the game, and when that happens, I'm just I'm not even going to pick up the game to begin with. That's just how I do. So yeah, Sony, sorry, but I'm not playing Marvel Avengers until they roll. Eventually, they get some backlash and they roll everything back. With this title, I don't think that's going to happen the way that it did with EA and Star Wars Battlefront 2, which now you'll catch me playing because they rolled everything back. So, it is what it is. Stream has you thirsty. Well, you should drink something. I know that's not what you meant, but yikes. So, PlayStation Plus. I'm sorry, I'm just going to be super, super smug about this, guys. I told you all. I told you so. Really, I did. Kevin! You shouldn't promote that behavior. I don't have much left in here anyway. But, There we go. Good thing is, I came prepared with more beer. There we go. You're quite jealous? Oh, girl. Thank you very much for the bits. Appreciate you. Holy shit. Oh, well, here we go. I've got one for you as well, Care Bear Stare. I probably shouldn't be drinking these guys. Not in that I'm going to like have too many, but I've pretty much been drinking all week, without without stopping. Soggy Polar Pogo. What a name! Soggy Polar Pogo. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Holy shit. That's what a vibe. What a vibe. How are you, Soggy? If you want to say hello, feel free to. But yeah, no, seriously, guys, I've been drinking all week. Um, so maybe I shouldn't be chugging beers today. Calm down with the follows, guys. Let's not get to the next 100. Um, actually, while we're just like talking candidly, gang, I was at the gym today. I was at the gym literally before I came online today. Yeah, that's why YouTube Bear was running things. You know, because I hadn't quite got home yet. So yeah, YouTube Bear's there streaming away. I don't know what he actually did. He posted on my Insta and he tweeted. He actually also uploaded a video to YouTube. He edited a video and he put it on YouTube yesterday. So, oh, it's just a high. Yeah. Actually, that's what I was talking to the president about earlier. Is the highlight video of, yeah, obviously us and Daedra Bro hitting Bleak Falls Barrow. So feel free to check that out while you're here watching on YouTube. If you're on Twitch right now, feel free to click on my YouTube link and watch that and sob if you want to. I have like 15 subscribers on YouTube, which is just hilarious, to be honest with you. But that's okay. There's not really all that much content on there, so I'm like, oh, what are you really subscribing to? But hey, we're gonna get some more stuff up on there for you guys. So make sure you do actually sub, so that you know when I've actually put videos up. Because otherwise, the only real notification you get is in the Discord. So, that is what it is, guys. Damn. Day made, Plucky? I appreciate that. My day is made too. Um, so yeah, as I said, the YouTube Bear, he opened the Raptor pen, let all the streamers out that I usually keep locked up in there, for this occasion. And yeah, then he just hit my Insta and then started stream. It's pretty weird, actually. So, I mean, is what it is, guys. Damn. But seriously, moving on to, yes, this topic right here. Not a PlayStation exclusive, and I really want to just say that out of the gate. This game is going to be available on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. So there's been a lot of Twitter hype, and PlayStation actually did announce it as part of their big show and everything that they did through the week. We got a trailer for the game. Yeah, it's been swarmed in controversy, of course. What am I talking about? Hogwarts Legacy, guys. Hogwarts Legacy. Now, this is a game that I can personally tell you I have been wishing for seemingly my entire gaming life, maybe, or at least a large portion of it. Take me back to, well, how old was I? I was about 9 or 10 years old when I first saw Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone in cinemas. And yeah, I'm one of those weirdos. Sometimes I catch things, like I catch a movie before I catch the books, and then I'll like the movie so much, and then I'm like, oh, there's a book about it, and then I'll read the books and get ahead of the movies. And that's exactly what happened with Coot and Harry Potter. I was one of those guys that saw the Philosopher's Stone, was like, oh, wizard, read the fucking books, and then was just like, I'm unapologetic about this. I'm unashamed. I was a Harry Potter nerd. I really was. In fact, still am. I still am. It's just, yeah, obviously it's been a while since we've had anything like, good come out of that space. So, no, like, guys, I really want to hammer this point home for you. How big into Harry Potter was Coop. At the age of when I turned 11, okay, my 11th birthday, I guess you could say it was actually like a really good birthday. I got spoiled, like a lot of great gifts, everything like that. But I did not get a letter from Hogwarts. And at that time, I don't know, I was just like a crazy kid. I was like so into it. I was like, you know what? I might actually be a wizard. I expect a letter from Hogwarts on my 11th birthday. Like, that's going to happen. That's totally going to happen. Dumbledore knows I'm here. I'm in, like, in Australia, but that's fine. I can go to Hogwarts. Let's go. So and I don't know, my parents are very cool people, but they were like, I don't know, to them, the whole, Harry Potter thing, they were like, oh, damn, this fad's getting out of control. This is worse than the time he had an imaginary friend. We need to really, like, nip that in a bud, and we'll just make sure he does not get a letter on his 11th birthday. So for all I know, I got a letter and they tore it up. But, I mean, it probably seems most likely that what actually happened is I didn't get a letter, and then they didn't, like, put together a fake letter to ease that pain. But yeah, what they had on their hands was like an 11-year-old boy crying the whole day. Again, I'm unashamed about that. Feel your feelings, people. But yeah, so that's what happened. That's how I discovered that I wasn't magic, and well, I'm pretty magic, but I'm not an actual fucking wizard. So yeah, hey, that's where that is. Also, Musset Lee, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Satellite, marry you. Oh, that's really sweet. You must be a HP fan too. But damn. So yeah, obviously, I just wanted to tell you guys about that to really make sure you understand. Okay, the dude's into Harry Potter, like, and has been for a pretty long time. Like, so this is a game, like, that I would talk about. You know how you, like, I don't know if you guys do this, but I do. I talk about video games when I'm drinking. I absolutely do. It's like a bro thing to do. You'd be like hanging out. And you don't even have to be hanging out with gamers. You just be hanging out with your bros, and you'll be talking about you'll be talking about Call of Duty, and then you'll be like, bro, you know what they should make? A Harry Potter game, man. Harry Potter game. And hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. Bro, it's like Skyrim. Like, you can create like your own wizard, right? And you can go to Hogwarts and you get sorted into like your own house. Like, kind of like Pottermore, but not fucking like Pottermore, because you're in a fucking video game, right? And like you've created your own wizard, and you get sorted into your own house, and then you're a wizard and you attend Hogwarts. And it's like open world, and then you can be whatever you want to be. It's like an RPG, but it's Harry Potter. But you don't play as Harry Potter. You play as you in the wizarding world. Like, that's what you can do. And man, like, you could be evil if you wanted to. Like, you could just Avada Kedavra fools and all that sort of shit. And bro, like, just mad. And then like there'd be magical creatures and everything. And then and like you would have like skill trees, and you could like specialize in whatever magic that you wanted to do. So if you wanted to be like good with like plants and all that shit, like, you just like really good with plants, like you specialize in that skill tree. And you know, like, if you just wanted to kill fools, you could just you just build up your skill tree with the spells and shit. Like that's what you do. And you know, when you graduate Hogwarts and then you go out and you fuck shit up, and then the whole time, so I do a really good drunk person, but yeah, then the whole time your buds are like, bro. And seriously, I just took you to a frat house, but honest to God, guys, that is pretty much, you just were invited into conversation between men. You know, anytime they get on it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You could be at a frat house. You could be at a barbecue. You could be at a nightclub or at a pub. It doesn't matter. Like, that's how that goes. That's how that conversation actually fucking goes. I could not be more serious right now, but that's how it goes down. Now, anyway, so these are the conversations I've been having pretty much my entire adult life, right? And now, this week, a game has been announced called Hogwarts Legacy, and everything that drunken hypothetical coot just described there is this game. That is this game. Now, why do I pause? Because there are quite a lot of people right now that aren't huge fans of the Harry Potter franchise right now. Reason being, because of the author of the Harry Potter franchise and the main creative mind behind it all, J.K. Rowling. Why don't people like J.K. Rowling? Well, really, people are just reacting to J.K. Rowling not liking trans people. And Handsome Miridos, hey, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Now, guys, I really need to say this. I'm cool with trans people. If you're trans, like, good for you. Like, seriously, got no problem with it. If you're a woman that wants to be a man, you know, you go ahead and be a man. If you're a man that wants to be a woman, then hey, sister, like, I'm happy for you. Like, honest to God, down with it. Do not agree with a damn thing that JK has come out with, and you know, agree much less when she doubles down on it all. And that's why I keep on pausing here, because it's like it's a huge conflict, isn't it? You've got this person, and then within the property itself, we've talked about this in previous podcasts. Of course, there are some undertones within the Harry Potter universe that, you know, you kind of cringe at when you know the sort of viewpoint that the author has on things. So naturally, for every, you know, wizard bro out there like me who's like, bro, like, this is the game that we need, and then all of a sudden it comes along, there is a lot of people who justifiably just do not want to know about Harry Potter right now, because yeah, what we all know about this, well, most IPs that are based on books, right? The author actually takes a piece away from it. You know, it's called royalties. They have a right to the property, and yeah, they take a little bit every time someone buys anything that's based off it. You know, we've talked previously about the author of the Witcher books. Same sort of deal with you know, CD Projekt Red and everything like that. You know, he takes a little piece every time, you know, you buy a copy of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. So yeah, naturally, folks know that that's how the world works. That's how creative property works. And so, if you go out and buy a copy of Hogwarts Legacy when it comes out, yeah, a little bit of whatever you paid goes into the pocket of J.K. Rowling. Like, and there's no two ways about that. I get it. I understand why people aren't okay with that. It wouldn't be nice, I don't think, you know, knowing that you're putting money into the pocket of somebody with, you know, heinous beliefs, and just not a very nice opinion on things. Am I here to bash J.K. Rowling? No, that was never my intention. But yeah, I guess I guess that just happens when you do unpack the reason why so many people are unhappy with it. Now, for, you know, every 5 people that dislike the lady, there is, of course, you know, one Trump supporter maybe, who's on board with where she's coming from. But by and large, there are a lot of folks not happy to see this game. And look, if that's you, your reasons are valid. I respect that. But guess what? This is a universe. This is a creative property, and really it is something much larger than its creator, as is often the case with anything, right? Guys, I went into like a scenario a couple of weeks ago where I talked to you guys about a song called "Pumped Up Kicks," obviously by Foster the People. And yeah, obviously, in the scenario that I went through with you guys then was, well, they had what they intended to be the meaning of the song and the lyrics in the song, and then of course the song itself and what people understood to be its meaning became a lot bigger than them or what they intended. Um, yeah, so that was obviously like a negative scenario for them, and they've since retired performing that song. Here, we have a situation where we've actually got a really good creative idea and property, something that has been made with good intention, something that a lot of people enjoy. It brings a lot of happiness to folks' lives. Um, it's the creator that's actually the problem. The creator has a lot of things that they believe and would like to just make sure everybody knows. That's really really warrant retirement. So here is what I propose, guys. When it comes to gaming, I believe that we should have the games that we want to play. Oh, thank you very much, Wistrel. I'm going to hydrate. I believe very largely that we should have the games that we want to play, always. If it is, and even more so if it's unadulterated, just, pure, what you dream of in a game, someone's gone out and made that and you can play it. I believe that certainly you should be able to play that without any reservation or without any shame or anything. Really, I do believe that, guys. So, as a gamer, or at least in my mind as a gamer, here's what I propose, guys. I'm going to retire J.K. Rowling. From at least what I associate with the Harry Potter franchise. And that's where I'm going at with it. We're going to do a similar thing with another dude who shall not be named in this channel, or on this podcast, or on this YouTube channel even. We pause that guy, once he gets good and sorts everything out and can come back and is okay. Mind you, based on Twitter, I don't know that that's happening just now, but yeah, with him, we paused him. You don't get to say his name here. I'm not going to say his name here. So we've done that. I'm going to do the same thing with J.K. Rowling. I'm going to retire J.K. Rowling. I'm all about Harry Potter. I'm all about that universe, the Wizarding universe. She wants to proclaim herself as the creator. She is great. Really happy for her. But here's the deal. I don't agree with anything that she does or says at this point. She's lost a lot of credibility with me. So where I'm at is this. Not going to talk about her anymore. And I'm not going to ignore... Oh, another call. Another call. Surely... Like someone trying to FaceTime me. That one wasn't the POTUS either, guys. that was someone trying to FaceTime me. Yikes. But yeah, as I say, so we're going to retire J.K. Rowling. We're going to ban her name being said in this channel. And yeah, here's where I'm at. I'm going to play this game, Hogwarts Legacy. And I'll probably even fucking stream it, to be honest with you. The shit comes out. I'm going to stream the game, and not once are we going to mention her name again. So I hope you've enjoyed hearing it today, because as of now, I'm blacklisting it. And that's where we go with it. Like, at this very moment. Let me just add JK Rowling to the blacklisted list. There we go. There we go, guys. And that's how we do that. Let's see. Willan Shin. Willan Shin, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Weird that you follow. Maybe you're against JK's beliefs and everything too. But yeah, honestly, guys. Okay, so coming back to walking away from the controversy and walking back to the game. So yeah, I know I generalized my description, so I just really want to rehash these things for you. Hogwarts Legacy. Based on the trailer and what has been confirmed for this game is this. You will be able to create your own wizard or witch and attend Hogwarts and do whatever. You have skill trees specializing in certain types of magic, etc., etc., and you'll then be able to specialize in particular skill trees based on what kind of wizard or witch you want to be. Based on what I understand, it's going to be very, very RPG-like. So you're going to be able to, more or less make your own decisions, be good, be evil, all of that sort of stuff. Everything that you ever wanted in like a Harry Potter game. Up until this point, as far as games are concerned, what have we been able to enjoy? Well, there've been some, games that have been released with the movies, of course. So yeah, I mean, and they've been hit and miss. Let's be honest about that. I think I enjoyed playing the Game Boy version of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. That had a real RPG feel to it, but yeah, again, like it didn't really hit the way that you want it to. In that, I think where that universe has already had potential, guys, is just around its ability to immerse you. And that gets taken away when you have to play as the title character, I think. Because here's something I'll give the Harry Potter franchise and that whole wizarding world. The world building is fantastic. The amount of canon information and details and everything like that. Even if you sit there and read the books, to be honest with you, you really feel like you're there. And you're observing like whatever the fuck's going on with Harry. I actually don't like the character Harry Potter. I don't like him. Will I kill you if you disagree? No, I won't kill you if you disagree, dude. Everyone's entitled to their opinion on this. It's totally fine. As I said, if you hate the idea of this game, then you're entitled to that. Don't play the fucking game. Like it's pretty easy. But no, I'm not going to kill you if you disagree with me on this. Or with the world building side of things. But I really do think that that's the case. And I think that creates just an amazing opportunity in a video game. I'm surprised that it hadn't happened sooner. I think a lot of people have wanted it to. It's weird timing. Of course, the game's probably been in development for a lot longer than this controversy with JK has been going for. But so there it is. Amazing dream Harry Potter game, something that you can get your hands on pretty soon. I think it comes out in November. Don't quote me on that though. I've been catching up on this information, guys, so I'm not completely across that. The big detail that I wanted to get across to you guys is this. It is not a PlayStation exclusive. There's been a lot of misinformation on that. I think that was caused by Sony announcing the game. Like in the trailer and everything sort of came around that announcement time with everything else that was a Sony exclusive. So You will be able to play it on Xbox. You will be able to play it on PC. And I want to rehash something. If you are an Xbox or a PC player, what you're not going to get is the same SSD performance as a PlayStation 5. Sorry, really smug about that point. It's just a really interesting thing. Yes, they sacrificed the the internal memory space by a little bit, but yeah, that then allows for in terms of actual performance is just mind blowing. It absolutely blows my mind. I'm running out of metaphors, guys. Yikes. Well, what will you do? So that covers off, I think, everything that we wanted to um, go through today. Yeah, I really do think so. So, really keen to know, guys, what will you pick up now that we know everything that I guess we need to know about the consoles, the prices, and everything like that? Let me know in chat on Twitch if you want to, or in the comment section if you're watching this on YouTube. What are you going to do? PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series S or X? S or X. Which will it be? I'm curious to know what you think and why. Most importantly, so me personally, I think I've made it pretty clear. I will take the 5.56 uncompressed load speed of the PlayStation 5. I'll take the exclusives. Aside from, we've talked about this before. Halo doesn't come out till next year now. Halo Infinite does not come out on the Xbox until next year. So what have you got? Why would you buy an Xbox until next year? Maybe. Well, you've got Avowed and Fable. That's about it. So yeah, I know. Do you really like Fable that much to buy a whole gaming console? Yeah, let me know. I'd be keen to know that because Fable was a great game, but we don't really know about, or we don't know anything really about this upcoming release other than it is Fable and it's a game. Avowed, I think, we've talked about this previously, guys. I think it's going to be an amazing game. Obsidian are just a freakish dev. They've given us the likes of Fallout New Vegas and, of course, the Outer Worlds, which was just a excellent game, albeit very limited. They developed it independently. Something that you should know is new content will be coming for Outer Worlds with the upcoming Xbox release and everything like that. Of course, with Microsoft now supporting Obsidian, which is an excellent thing to see. You're going to see Obsidian being able to make not only bigger games like Avowed, but they'll be able to obviously support their existing games like Outer Worlds, which is still a recent enough title. So really cool because, as I said, my only real criticism for Outer Worlds is, it just wasn't all that big. Like, it wasn't very long, but it was something that you understood because it was independently developed. And yeah, unless you want like another No Man's Sky, indie games, they're best developed when they are smaller. So, let's see, Inancy Watching. Sorry, I fucked your name up, but really appreciate the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Absolutely amazing. You want to hug your phone right now? Well, I'll tell you what. I'll bring it in if you bring it in. Let's go. Let's go for hugs. Here we go. Come on. So much love. So much love. All right. That's enough. Whoa. Nearly knocked my beer over doing that. I hope you're happy, shortstop. Oh, but guys, well, that is So that's obviously that. Okay, too much. So social distancing rules, please. Oh, well, I have been traveling. So after that hug, guys, maybe you do need to go and get swabbed. I should be wearing a mask. But yeah, maybe you do actually need to get swabbed. Um, After that, you came into contact with someone that's been traveling. But yeah, all the same, gang. Really, really appreciate all the love and everything like that. Yeah, so that was my question. What will you get? Xbox Series X or S or a PlayStation 5? If you're watching this on YouTube, um, feel free to let me know in the comments, and as I said, why. Uh, also, just rehashing what I was talking about most recently. Hogwarts Legacy. Will you play it? Won't you play it? And yeah, why? As I said, your feelings on it are valid if you're anti J.K. Rowling at this point. I get it. As I said though, we're retiring her from the franchise. So, um, by we are doing it, I mean me. In my mind and on my channel, retiring J.K. Rowling. She has nothing to do with Harry Potter as far as I'm concerned anymore. There we go, done. So Hogwarts Legacy. Knowing that, will you play it? Probably, right? But yeah, let me know if you're not and why. Feel free to throw that at me. Let's see. PC race all the way. Yeah, well, look, you are going to need to wait a little bit before you have a SSD before like speed that can keep up with the PlayStation 5 is all I'm going to say. That's about all that it's got going for it over a PC, to be honest with you. But the good thing is, two guys. So, and yeah, it's actually interesting that that comes up. So, with the new developments that came with PlayStation Plus, that of course does filter over into PlayStation Now. So, if you are a PC gamer, if you are a PC gamer, um, I mean, yeah, why wouldn't you sign up to that deal? Because obviously, what has been really pushing Sony along for the most part lately has been their exclusives on the PlayStation. So yeah, if you're able to like sign up to PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now, and then play those games on a PC, why the fuck wouldn't you? It's pretty much the deal that you've been getting on Microsoft for the longest time. But yeah, now you get access to those PlayStation exclusives that you've been super envious about. So why wouldn't you do that? Leaky Old Member, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation, my dude. Yeah, all the other, well, it depends on your build, I guess. But yeah, I mean, how much you spend on building a sufficient PC. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's like this much, and then you usually pay that much for a console, don't you? So I mean, if you've got something that's loading 5.56 gigabytes uncompressed, oh, I can't. Like I said, I was saying, I'm sorry if you're watching this on YouTube. I said this earlier. I'm going to say it again now. We haven't seen that. Like, we haven't seen a game just play when you go to play it since the cartridge days. This is like it just begets me. I didn't think it would ever be possible. So yeah, hey, GG. Again, I don't want to rubbish the Xbox. The SSD performance on the Xbox is okay. It's just half as much. It's half as good. And do you ever really want half as good? No, not me. So, damn. Muckeradenti. Hey, Muckeradenti, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Appreciate you. But yeah, let me know. I'm keen to know your thoughts if you are a PC gamer. The Xbox does have a lot going for it. Yeah, that's what we covered, Leaky. So what we've talked about, my dude, is yeah, look, you have a little bit more in terms of internal memory. You have let's see, the software. Oh, I don't know about that. No, I don't think I can agree with that, my guy. But hey, that's exactly what I say. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you agree with something. Let me know, of course, if you disagree with something. But yeah, all the same. Guys, that does cap off the podcast. There's only one thing well, there's a couple of things. So let me just launch right into it, right? I didn't really do much of a monologue deal at the start where I usually like talk some nonsense. So let me talk some at you right now. And here it is. Have you ever like gone to the gym and worked out? Or just worked anything out and then like you hurt like the next day? Do you are you a person that actually knows why that is? Do you work out frequently? You know that when you work a muscle out, it actually like damages the muscle to the point where it has to repair itself bigger and stronger for next time, and that's exactly how the likes of bodybuilding work. You lift heavy weights, um, you and you do that repeatedly, and you go heavier and heavier, like as much as you possibly can. And the whole reason for that is because that's just how the human body works. When your muscle like gets worked to the point where it is damaged, it hurts like fuck. And the reason why it hurts like fuck is because it then needs to actually rebuild itself or reheal itself bigger and stronger, and that's how your muscles get bigger. Why the fuck am I talking about this? Well, turns out emotionally we work the same way. You're a physicist. That's super PogChamp, my guy. Super PogChamp. Well, I'm glad that I gave you the explanation on that then. So yeah, your emotions actually work the same way, guys. Um, and what am I actually talking about? Is this if you ever actually want to get good emotionally, like, and the example I use is this: think about anybody that you've ever met that has like a heart of gold. The really really crazy good people that you know in your life. They're usually the people that have put themselves out there and been hurt the most, um, which is terrible, but that is how they got to be the people that they are. I guarantee you'll never really meet like a person that has just stayed indoors their whole time and never interacted with anybody who is then just so kind and caring and loving and just amazing. You won't, because um, we all of us, we need that level of interaction. We need to have those experiences to well really get good um, emotionally. Get to a point where we are, bigger and stronger emotionally. And that sounds fucking crazy, I know, but it's an actual thing. Um, Similar to my example with the lifting heavy weights. I mean, I don't know. I think it's fun, but look, it does hurt. It does hurt. It is difficult and it fucking hurts. Um, and that's the reality of it. That's how exercise works. You're supposed to feel that burn. It's the same sort of deal when it comes to putting yourself out there, interacting with others, trying to love others, whatever it might be. Okay. You can never hope to sort of get better or be good with any of that sort of stuff, or be, I suppose, your best person, unless you do sort of put yourself out there and cop that burn. That's again, I say that sounds terrible, but that's the reality of it, and that's the analogy that I'd use. So yeah, look, I don't know where you are, aside from you, leaky old man, but you're a physicist, so yeah, that's all you do is stay home, I guess. But yeah, seriously, what I'd challenge you guys to do is this: put yourself out there just a little bit. Um, just put yourself out there just a tiny little bit. Um, doesn't matter what it's for. I don't know, just interact with other people. That you don't need to, go out and find love or anything like that. That's not what this is about at all. I know that there are just a lot of people out there, especially now, right, who I guess are sitting there. They don't put themselves out there. They don't try and interact with other people. They don't do anything really. And that's usually because, out of fear of, getting burned or being ridiculed, being laughed at. And there's a lot of that, especially on the internet. Goes without saying. Um, yeah, like that's exactly like, why you should be worried. And those are definitely things that happen. Thing is this, when you do sort of go out and yeah, seek that interaction, there are good people, okay, and there are going to be interactions that benefit you. There are going to be times when people will make you smile. People are flawed, right? That's why maybe if you're a physicist, you look for equations over human interaction because you can work out an equation. Someone puts a math problem to you can sort that shit out. You can't really sort a human being out because human beings are flawed. The way that we work, it doesn't make sense. But all the same, um, you know, until machines take over the world, other people is all that you have, guys. I mean, unless you just want to keep on watching me the whole time. But, like, that doesn't sound healthy. So, put yourself out there. Seriously, like, just say hello to somebody. Jump in, do something. Doesn't matter. Like, it can be something little. Keep on doing it. Someone is inevitably going to be mean, do something wrong. Guess what? As I said, people do that. Doesn't mean that you stop. Doesn't mean that you just give up because there's people out there that suck. Because for all the people that suck, there are a lot of people that don't. So do remember that, guys. Honest to God, don't ever want you to forget it. Rello Well Jellyfish. Hey, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Raptor Nation. Guys, this is where I love and leave you. Do, of course, have a few more things to say. But before I do say any of that, who are we going to raid today? Who's actually online? We can have some... Oh! Actually, there is a streamer online. Let me just make sure she's still online. She's not hosting a podcast, but she is playing Skyrim. And I kind of want to go and check out someone that's playing Skyrim. So, let me just have a look. Yep, she's live. Oh, you don't like Skyrim? Yikes. Yikes. Well, all the same, thanks for hanging out, guys. And you too. These are some cool streamers right here. There's only one streamer right here. Swifty. Thank you very much, though. Look, before I do go, guys, yeah, I've decided who I'm going to raid, so that's all good. I'll introduce you to her in a moment, but before I do that, and before I do sign off, this is what I do want to remind you guys all of. Two things. One is this: you matter. Okay, I've got no idea what you're doing, where you're at, who's around you, or anything like that. But yeah, look, if you're here, if you're watching this, whether you're watching this on Twitch or whether you're watching this on YouTube, guess what? You matter to me, and that's all that I need to know. And really, at this very moment, that's all you need to know. And the other thing is this: you actually do add value to other people's lives. Same sort of deal as what I said before, guys. Got no idea what you do. Doesn't matter what anybody else, thinks or says about you. All that you need to know at this very second is, if you're here hanging out, you matter to me, and you have added value to my life. So thank you very much. Really, I do appreciate it. If you're watching this, as I said, on Twitch, whether you've followed, whether you've subbed, whether you've done whatever, appreciate it. And likewise on YouTube. If you, even if you don't like the video, even if you don't subscribe to the channel, if you've just sat here and watched to this point, that's crazy. And I really, really fucking appreciate it. Honest to God. You're all PogChamps in my eyes, so thank you all for hanging out. So we're going to go hang out with Day Sky. She's playing Skyrim right now, so that's pretty pog. As always, guys, I am actually back. I know I was on a vacation, missed my streams through the week, but I am back, so I'll be back on again on Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to come and hang out then. We'll be playing some games then again, of course. But in the meantime, feel free to jump into the Discord and hang out in there if you want to. Otherwise, my name's Coop. You guys call me the Velociraptor. Peace, and let's say hello to Day Sky.